I'm Jonathan McReynolds, and this is my truth. Okay, so this video shoot is all about my new album, My Truth. I'm really excited to release it early 2023. It is going to be a very monumental album for me, even just from a business standpoint. It's the last record of my original contract, and so I'm really excited about just the graduation, the growth of me as an artist, as a professional. Hopefully, everybody will hear and see the growth. They'll see how good we've gotten at certain things, but still the same heart that they've seen out of me since I was 21. When I forget it, you give me.
And 3, 2, 1, action!
What's up, man? This is Creed, the director for the 7-part visual album for Jonathan McReynolds, My Truth. We're out here in a place called Cedartown, somewhere far off in Georgia, man, and we're doing the church scene today. We're catching some of these key moments within this story in which we see our young character journey, get his first experience here in this church setting, and we watch him evolve and become into a man here in this space. We got a beautiful team out here working real hard and a great cast, man, so I'm excited for you guys to see how day one comes out to be.
Able, you're more than able. Ain't no problem that's too hard for a strong and mighty God. Yes, you are able.
My name is Sincere Brown, and I'm playing the role of young Journey, somebody who doesn't have a father figure, who doesn't have his mother around, who's relying on his grandma, and he's taking that turn into the streets, but his grandma is trying to pull him away from that. He's going through a whole bunch of hard times, so he's not really trying to listen to her. But at the same time, he wants to hear out where she's coming from. So he's hearing what she's saying, but he's not listening to what she's saying. So that's when she takes him to church. And then he realizes that at church, they saying everything that I feel, but I just couldn't put it into words.
My name is Brent Moore Gaskins. I'm excited because I love doing this. And I love doing it with people that have good energy. I'm not a stranger to the pulpit. Yes, I have been there before. And I just don't preach inside the box anymore, but I do still preach every day.
Here. And when she comes to help him, he'll probably take a step back and then come into a 2-shot frame-ish, like this way. I'm just making sure this complies with everything.
Sure, I love it.
Today we are shooting a bulk of the narrative, basically finishing out the narrative for Able, pieces of the song Overrated, all of the storytelling that takes place with our young Journey and his grandmother, Mozetta, also capturing that transition when he's an adult and he's lost her. So it's a couple layers that we'll be filming within this house, and kind of using the house as a playable object in itself. You know, the house being almost like a personification of his grandma. And if you are, in a sense, getting frustrated with even trying to show frustration, use that. What does Journey, when he's nervous or when he is frustrated, what do he do? What's an action that Journey does?
Gaff tape? Switch his hands around. I see the mark. Start grabbing his clothes and stuff like that.
Giving those playable motions could definitely even be helpful, because if he is someone who is physical, fidgety, or whatever the case may be, it's a nervous tick or something, or a way of expression, I think that's even something that you can kind of pour in, that frustration where it's impactful and not necessarily loud when it has to be. 3, 2, 1, action.
Hey, I'm Gail Hunter. My character's name is Mozetta. I play the grandmother to Journey. I think about my grandmothers, my aunts, when preparing for this role, and I'm a mother of one daughter, and whew, I can't even imagine my daughter not being here, so that was kind of hard, but to make it personal, you know, as a parent, you never want to lose your child first. So I kind of tapped into that, and also working with Sincere, it feels like I've known them forever. Like our connection is really so strong. The younger one and the older one too. Yeah, it's just a personal connection that I really can't explain. I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Everyone has a God.
We are actually preparing for the AA meeting scene in which Jonathan, McReynolds, and our lead character, Journey, will both be in attendance to this meeting. Jonathan will be playing somewhat like a brotherly friend to our lead actor. And what we're doing right now is really kind of taking the time to kind of talk with our background actors and making sure that they're coming from a place that is real. They have to have a story, each and every last one of them, that reflects what this entire project and what this entire journey in life is about and why they're all here. When they're in that same space with Jonathan and our lead, everybody is feeding in a sense of worship. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when they're surrounded around each other and they're holding hands and they're all uplifting one another, who are all dealing with things, it's like they're all looking in the mirror and finding reflections of themselves. And I think this moment and this scene, as long as they have their backstory, and as long as we're all coming from real places, will really kind of, in a way, minister to those who are watching.
You are my truth.
Journey is literally going through a journey in life where he's trying to discover himself, to reinstate and strengthen his faith. Everything that he has been taught, everything that he's learned, everything that he experiences has come to a point in his life where he has to make it make sense. For me, personally, in getting a chance to bring this character to life and help tell this story, I've had personal experiences with this, having lost my mother and my father. They both transitioned, and some family members in between, and so I felt that this story is very near and dear to me. I didn't have to do a lot of preparation because in real life I've already experienced it.
You are my truth.
And then I think when we have you kind of go like full music video, it's probably like when we bring you to the stand.
Okay, so right now it's like level
1.
Oh.
Definitely within this world.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm
So performing
kinda
and
still
like kind of
with my
like
mouth.
kind of taking in like as if you're hearing the case and the
so
judge.
I'm not looking at the camera much.
I think what I'll call it. I may like call you to like dance in between the case and the camera. Maybe emphasize certain parts of the song where you feel like I should look at the camera. Yeah.
Maybe a hook.
Yeah.
You got it.
That sounds good.
So in this project, both visually and musically, I wanted to make sure that I gave a very authentic presentation of my truth. Christianity can be done very theoretically. It could be all about just beliefs and standards and, hopes and dreams and just things that only seem to happen written in the pages of a Bible or in somebody else's life. But for me, I wanted to make sure that I really talked about the experience of Christianity that I've had personally. This is not my mother's. This is not Moses's. This is not Pastor so-and-so's. This is mine. If anybody's listened to my music, I've always given a very personal, sometimes even explicit view of the good, the bad, and the ugly that has occurred in my spiritual journey. In this one, that part is no different. In a world where everybody has their own truth, everybody has their own point of view, I'm just here to present mine. It just so happens that mine is very much framed by Jesus and the realness of the Holy Spirit.
I do remember what they said about you and how I can't make it without you. And you keep on proving it's all true.
And we're setting up for the performance aspect of Able, Overrated, and All Along. And I feel like in here you can kind of be, for this first take, I'll say take it up. Just kind of be like expressive in the seat since allow the camera movement to kind of emphasize.
Okay.
And then in those moments of
Happy, sad, what we at? Solemn.
I think it can be happy since you are sitting down. That just like those big swings and those arm movements really would kind of help out. All right, we are on to our second setup of the day. This is the setup for All Along. My boy Mike up here is setting up the movers, and we're about to create the ambience. This space is gonna be mad simple, but we got the lighting gags with the rays pointing down, and it's gonna be cool. This is an opportunity for Jonathan to really get a little loose. You know what I'm saying? Get a little shoulder, a little hip, I don't know. The record has a fun tone and vibe to it. So it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be fun. This is a very fun song. Stay tuned, definitely look out for this. And if you see any of the setups in the BTS, man, take that knowledge and use it, man, you know what I'm saying? What I'm about to say, I forgot what I'm about to say, but knowledge is wealth.
Now, people always ask me what my favorite song is from the album, and the answer is normally the same, you know, just like your kids. You know, it's really hard to choose. You like them for different reasons. You might like one for lyricism, one for production, one for how well you did vocally. And then a lot of times you just like the newest song. You know, the old one, the first one that you finished is not as cool as the new one that you just got finished last week. But for me, I would say that while all of that is true, if I add it all up, vocal, production, but a special emphasis on lyricism, and what I call audacity, I would go with Overrated.
Wearing S on my chest, even when it don't match what I'm feeling.
It's a song that I don't think any other gospel artist would write. It's very much about me as this alpha, in control, I'll handle it kind of guy, realizing over the years just how weak I am. It is me stepping down, humbling myself, and actually not even stepping down, probably being knocked down, and realizing
It's strong is overrated. So for once I'll just lean on you, and I'll let you do what you do, God.
being strong, always being composed, always being in charge is so overrated. Man, I know we like to grab life by the horns. We like to have fate and destiny in our hands. But it's not going to take you too long to find out that God's truly in control. And just like the single, Your World Goes, this is His world, and we're just living in it. And so sometimes your strength is just not needed. He didn't even need you to show up to this party strong. He just needed you to show up His.
You don't have those
And we just got done doing the very I guess emotional scene in which Journey is in this void. And we give a sway.
Oh, the stories I can tell.
Rock that head like you know.
Never present tell.
Maybe you take the hoodie down.
And the God that just won't fail.
Then big inhale. Exhale.
If you're thinking that my Father isn't capable of healing, let me
I want you to slowly, when you feel it, bring your head up with your eyes closed. And when you feel the light, I want you to open your eyes.
I know it for myself.
And
And with your eyes closed, just bring your head lifted.
He's an ever-present help.
When the moment is right,
With a love that just
I want you to open your eyes and gaze.
If you're feeling that you've drifted way too far and he can't reach you, let me tell you.
If you're feeling that you're way too damaged for my God to use you, let me tell you, I've seen it, I've lived it, I've witnessed that he will come through for you. I've seen it, I've lived it, I've witnessed that he will come through for you.
And allow heaven to lift your eyes. Bring it to a prayer.
Yeah, I've had some doubts myself.
It was a moment where I was able to really kind of tap in with my talent
Rock it.
and kind of just share and be in the experience with them.
There's no question that it's real.
And then I want you to just release.
I've lived it,
That's it.
I've witnessed that he will come through for you.
I've seen it.
Bring the hands in.
I've seen it with my
He did it. It's finished.
So trust him. He will. I know he'll come through. So true.
Good job, man.
That's for my mama.
Yeah.
That's for my mama.
It's not just stories anymore. Just not reading it on the page, but we've seen it.
Right in front of our face. It's not just stories anymore.
Not just reading it on a page, seen it in front of my face. Seen it with my own eyes. Seen it in my own life.